And it is the big breaking news coming in Indian politics. A huge setback for the Congress party yet again, because one of the close aides of Rahul Gandhi's team, Jitin Prasad, is all set to dump the party and join the Bharatiya Janata Party. Jitin Prasad is expected to officially join the BJP any moment now. We are tracking all the latest from the BJP office. He earlier met with Home Minister Amit Shah and Minister Piyush Goyal and is likely to be inducted in the BJP by party chief JP Nadda. Now remember, Jitin Prasad's exit from the Congress party couldn't come at a worse time for the Congress, because this young leader, part of this young team as it was being called, of Rahul Gandhi, has had a definitive political clout in Uttar Pradesh and the state, which is election bound now. He's a face, as is seen, of the Brahmin community, which is clearly influential in central Uttar Pradesh. Jitin Prasad is known to have been a key aide of the Gandhis, and his family also has had a long history of serving the grand old party. Let's go across now to my colleague Poulomi Saha has been tracking all the latest. Poulomi, the fact that Jitin Prasad is joining now has been a speculation for a very long time, because it was even few years ago that it was speculated that he may join, but the Congress managed to keep him in their bloc. Finally, he's going to join the BJP. Is it really a setback at this moment for the Congress party? Poulomi, over to you.
Well, definitely a setback for the Congress party, because clearly, even despite the fact that Jitin Prasad was one of those leaders who, in fact, were considered part of the rebel gang as far as the Congress was concerned, and there were members of the UP Congress, in fact, seeking action against him for, of course, being a signatory to that letter. The Congress High Command had continued to place trust in him, had probably thought that as far as his dissension was concerned, that was the chapter of the past, because they had appointed him in charge of the Congress party in the West Bengal Assembly elections. So clearly, he was, as involved in the Congress party in terms of being given a role as late as the Assembly elections, which just concluded in the month of April. So clearly, as far as the Congress is concerned, this is going to be a setback. This is a blow for the Congress party. Definitely something that they couldn't have afforded going into the UP Assembly elections in about 8 to 9 months from now, but something that the BJP has to cheer about, especially because not just the fact that this is a perception dent as far as the Congress party is concerned, but they have, they have been able to fill a gap as well. Like you did point out that Jitin Prasad is a Brahmin face, and that is what the BJP was lacking in terms of its top leadership in the state of Uttar Pradesh, given that the BJP is seen as a Brahmin party itself. But, as far as caste equations go, in terms of the top leadership of the party in UP, this was something which was absent. They've been able to fill this up as well. And there is, of course, a lot of anticipation that, Jitin Prasad could be inducted into the UP cabinet as well. Obviously, it's all in the realm of speculation. Hopefully, he will take a few questions, or Mr. Nadda will take a few questions at his official joining. So we have clarity as to whether Jitin Prasad is to be inducted into the UP cabinet via the MLC route in a month or so from now, because that is expected. A cabinet reshuffle in the UP government is expected by the end of this month itself. There are others in the waiting as well, like former bureaucrat A.K. Sharma, who is considered very close to Mr. Narendra Modi, now an MLC in the UP Legislative Council. Again, someone who could be inducted into the UP cabinet. So clearly, the BJP sensing sort of a certain wave of anti-incumbency on the ground in terms of the people and their perception of the UP government's COVID management, fearing that, they could be paying the price for it in the upcoming assembly elections, given the results in the Panchayat elections, trying to course correct at the moment. Pooja.
Poulomi, but it is also noticeable that he'll of course come into the BJP with some prospects that must have been promised to it. Any information that's coming in the sense that while he will be taken in, there will of course be the BJP cadre also watching, and they wouldn't want to be offended right now with this big entry coming in a poll-bound state?
Well, that is not something that they have to worry about as far as UP is concerned, because the UP base, if you may, the organization of the BJP has been very strong. It has been old as well, and something which is not going to, suffer any sort of shake-up as a result of Jitin Prasada's induction. This is not the same as, say, in West Bengal, where the cadre was offended with all the TMC turncoats, joining into the BJP fold, because they saw 2021 as their first shot at winning an election, and they thought our effort and hard work is going down the drain and others are going to come in and walk away with all the cream. That, of course, did not happen as far as the results are concerned.
Poulomi, I would just hold you on there for a bit, because we are also tracking the vehicles that are heading to the Bharatiya Janata Party office, and it appears that there are, of course, in just about a short while, in the next few minutes, we'll have Jitin Prasada almost there and being welcomed into the party. And this is the vehicle of Jitin Prasada, as we are informed, just on its way there in central Delhi to the Bharatiya Janata Party office. This is a big moment, because remember, it appeared that he had been miffed with the Congress cadre for a long time, with the Congress leadership, and had wanted to switch side. But the Congress leadership had managed to retain Jitin Prasada for a very long time. But perhaps the threshold has been reached. Perhaps he's got a bigger prospect. We'll have all those details in just a short while. And Poulomi has been tracking all the latest. Poulomi, so we are tracking the vehicle and it's almost there, reaching the BJP office. Our National Affairs editor Rahul Srivastav is also now joining us. Rahul, it is very interesting. So clearly, if the BJP has managed to have Jitin Prasad in their fold, he would be given perhaps a big proposition. Are you picking up anything on that? As I asked Poulomi as well, there's a set cadre, there's a set group there in Uttar Pradesh, even if Yogi Adityanath is being put as a face. How will the BJP really manage it in such a huge, crucial election of Uttar Pradesh, getting in this big Congress face, but ensuring everyone else is also kept happy and satisfied with their positions?
See, the BJP's concern right now is not what kind of heartburn Jitin Prasada's entry into the BJP will create.
Okay.
What the BJP is eyeing from as dividend from Jitin Prasada's entry into the party is the fact, one, that the BJP is suffering a lot of anti-incumbency, especially in the last 2 months, given the handling of the COVID-19 second surge. The second issue is that the BJP in the last 2 years has been suffering what is being called a lot of caste dissent. There have been charges against Mr. Yogi Adityanath as Chief Minister that he has been backing one particular caste in the state, whereas the other dominant caste, which went to the BJP in 2017, leading to a landslide victory for the party, have been feeling extremely estranged. The Brahmins are one of them. And that is the reason why the BJP will like to signal to the Brahmin community caste in the state that the BJP still consider them as a valued vote constituency. Jitin Prasada, over the last 2-3 years, has been holding some very significant but also regular Brahmin Sammelans. He has been doing it, in fact, when the COVID-19 pandemic struck India in March last year, he has been doing it virtually. So that is one vacuum the BJP has been sensing. The BJP has assessed that there is a disgruntled element within the Brahmin votes of the party in Uttar Pradesh. So it's a signal being extended to them. Second, yes, there is a young leader with a national perspective who has been minister in the central government during UPA regime. That improves the BJP's bench strength. Remember, though one may say that there might be heartburn, the fact is that after Kalraj Mishra, there is no significant Brahmin leader in Uttar Pradesh as far as the BJP is concerned. Now, Kalraj Mishra is out of the political fray because he's been governor. And that is why, if the BJP needed a rallying Brahmin face, though I will say that Jitin Prasada's entry does not really alter the picture, but it is an incremental change.
Rahul, that takes me and leads me to another question, that if he is such a crucial face, and at least the BJP feels so, Why didn't the Congress party try to retain him even now, or did they fail to really understand that at this juncture, giving away a face like that from the Congress party into the BJP is going to worsen the prospects of the Congress party?
See, the Congress party retaining leadership is not the Congress's concern right now. The manner in which the political party, the grand old party of India, is imploding, if you see, it's the first time in the history of the Congress party that for over 2 years, almost 2 years, the Congress does not have a full-time president.
Correct.
A political party which is facing a rebellion from top 23 leaders, which is called the G23, has not been able to take a stand on its leadership, has not been campaigning well in crucial states like Bengal, where till the 80s, the 70s, the Congress party was ruling, and the top leadership does not even campaign in that state. I think holding back young leaders or promising prospects like Jiten Prasada is one of the lesser concerns of the Congress party. The Congress party needs to set its house order from the top, because the dynasty, that is the Gandhi family, has not only won elections for the Congress, but also kept the Congress together. Now there is trouble in the first family. So till the first family trouble is sorted out, this issue of which leader will stay with him. See, remember how Jyotiraditya Scindia left the
Yes.
Congress. Then we had the Sachin Pilot rebellion. Young leaders being failed in sideline. Murli Deora in Congress in Maharashtra. You had Ashok Tawar leaving in Haryana. There is a slew of young leaders that the Congress has been losing. The crisis is the Congress needs to decide its future in terms of what it stands for and who its leader is.
But Rahul, also that extends to another question, which is Jiten Prasad really a big face for the BJP? In Uttar Pradesh, he hasn't really been winning elections in the recent past. Does it really come across perhaps as a big victory for the party? He's a face of the Brahmin community, but is he the best catch for the BJP?
See, that's what I said earlier.
Yes.
He is not going to create a storm in Uttar Pradesh as far as even the Brahmin vote for the BJP is concerned. But this current BJP does not work like that, thinking that whether it will be a huge change or not. This current BJP leadership believes in that incremental change. If something is possible, even for a small amount, go for it. And that's what the spirit of the party is. On Sunday last, the Prime Minister held a meeting of all the general secretaries of the party. Before that, the party president JP Nadda held a meeting of the general secretaries. They're already looking at virtual meetings by Prime Minister and HM and Rajnath Singh and others. All the 5 states will be going to polls in 2022. Now, if they're already preparing, Jiten Prasada's entry is yet another sign how the BJP works. That if there is a possibility of an incremental change, they will go for it. And Jiten Prasada is one of those changes. The BJP may bring him either in the cabinet in UP, can bring him here, Jyotiraditya Scindia, so that political messaging will start. So that's how the BJP is indicating that the battle for UP has begun in earnest for the party.
Rahul Srivastava, National Affairs Editor, is with us constantly. Also, Poulomi Saha has been tracking all the latest. Jiten Prasad, who comes from a Congress family, so to say, his father Jiten Prasad, also Jitendra Prasad, was a big leader in the Congress party. But Poulomi, as he's set to arrive and join the BJP, the question will be, as what I was asking Rahul, is he's coming into the BJP, but it also reflects how the Congress is failing consistently to stop its faces. And this was once being called as Rahul Gandhi's close team. So Jyotiraditya Scindia is in the BJP. Jiten Prasad is coming into the BJP as well. How does it reflect on the Congress party as well?
Well, very poorly as far as the Congress is concerned. We do know that there has been a lot of internal dissension within the Congress party. Jitin Prasada was a signatory to that famous letter of dissent which was sent by 23 leaders of the Congress party to the party president, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, where they did seek a lot of sweeping reforms within the Congress party, sought for full and decisive full-time leadership within the party, visible leadership within the party. In fact, Jitin Prasada was the sole Congress leader, if I'm not mistaken about this fact, who had who hailed from the state of Uttar Pradesh, who had put his signature down on that letter. In fact, the UP Congress at that point of time, specifically the Lakhimpur Kheri unit of the Congress party, which is where Jitin Prasada in fact hails from, Lakhimpur Kheri, had sent a letter in fact to the top leadership demanding action be taken against Jitin Prasada, who was their leader, for in fact putting his signature down on a letter of dissent against what was seen against the top leadership and the Gandhi family at that point of time. So clearly there was all of this which was brewing in the background as far as Jitin Prasada's sentiments for the Congress party were concerned. But as far as the Congress is concerned, this is definitely a big blow coming for the party ahead of the UP Assembly elections. And as far as BJP is concerned, BJP has only added to its own arsenal ahead of the UP Assembly elections. It does face a very tough contest in the UP Assembly elections if recent Panchayat results are to go by, or anything to go by. But as far as the Congress is concerned, this is definitely weakened its position.
So Poulomi Saha is breaking all the latest, in which is Jitin Prasada is just about to join the Bharatiya Janata Party. We've been tracking the vehicle that's about to reach the BJP headquarters as well. Rahul Srivastav also is joining us with the further details. Remember, it's a big day because Jitin Prasad had been speculated of leaving the Congress party. It has finally happened. But Rahul, what I am trying to understand here is that how possibly is the BJP trying to front this leader of the Congress party? Yes, a big face coming from a Congress family, but he has lost assembly elections consistently, whether it was Shahjahanpur, whether it was Dhaurhara. For now, it appears that they have taken in somebody who is a face, but is not a winning face. So you're saying the strategy is not as much about votes, but more about an image right now.
See, one can say that Jitin Prasada is not coming in that he is going to be a chief ministerial face or a deputy chief ministerial face, or going to create a large shakedown. It's a signal to the voting segment in the state, that is the Brahmins. Remember that Jitin Prasada is born from a village in Shahjahanpur. He has contested Dharohara. He has won from Shahjahanpur seat. He has a certain standing. He has been holding Brahmin Sammelans over the last 1.5 years now and has a certain standing. Though the point to be taken is that he is, as I said earlier, not going to take it from the BJP right now needs somebody like Jitin Prasada. It's a need-based induction that once he comes in, the BJP adds a little more ammunition to its arsenal as far as the next elections in the state are concerned. Especially at a time when the BJP's caste equations have gone awry with charges of Yogi Adityanath.
Rahul, just as you are telling us about this image update, we have the live visual there on your screen. We have the Bharatiya Janata Party having these new faces, and of course, at present, we see that Jitin Prasad also is sitting on the table. We'll cut across now to the live update.
जतिन प्रसाद जी